Welcome back to episode 3 of Laid Back with Lex. I'm your host, Lex, and today I'm here with David, Jim, and Tom from Starcoast.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Groovy.
Groovy? Well, I'm happy you're here. I'm very excited, and I have some fun and amazing questions for you guys.
Awesome.
All right, so how did you guys get started?
Well, we're brothers, so we've been playing a long time, but the band didn't really start until David here joined, which was really this year, it was January. So, yeah, January time. Mm-hmm. So, it's actually kind of weird, like, how we're all connected, because, our moms, like, work together. They work at the same elementary school, so our mom's a kindergarten teacher, and his mom's a music teacher. She's actually all of our music teacher, like, when we went to school, and, it's super weird. Like, we played a show with his other band too, and like didn't you know, and we well, I guess you could tell it from there how we got connected.
Yeah, so it's the kind of thing where it's like I feel like it could have happened several times in our lives.
Huh.
Like my like your grandparents and my like great uncle, like in their family, they live like across the street from each other.
Yeah, they're neighbors, yeah.
So it's just super weird, and we didn't know that until like after we had become a band and like months down the road. But it's like I don't know, we were just like, let's play together, and
yeah, it just kind of worked out. I mean, just it was like it's kind of that one of those things where it's like playing with like people in the past, like it never fully like I don't know. It just with us three, it just clicked. We just were like, let's do it.
Right.
So we immediately went and we did a music video with Nate, and then we're like, let's go to England, let's play a lot of shows, and we're just doing so much. I think it's just one of those like weird meant to be things.
Right. It was like, definitely meant to be. So you guys, when did you guys form the group? Was it a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think a few years ago, probably at this point, like 2015.
Okay.
4 years ago now, but yeah, but I mean, we've like gotten new songs since then, and you know. So
all right.
I'd really say it's about like since January when we really started.
January was when I came in, and
it really. Yeah.
Okay, so who would you say, or what would you say influences your sound?
I feel like so many things, because I don't know, like just with our generation, like you know, like we have access, and pretty much like our whole lives we've had access to every generation of music, every type of music, every kind of music. So like, I don't know, like, I mean, I think a really common thing between us is like the Beatles. I think we all like the Beatles.
Okay.
But like, I think we all kind of come from a different place, which is really cool. Or like, I don't know, like, we can listen to like really obscure indie stuff, but then like I'm going through like a Motown phase right now. So I could like listen to a bunch of that, or like, I don't know, like just anything. So
who we play with too.
Yeah.
Like whoever we're playing with, I love hearing other bands. I'm a huge fan of music. I know you guys are too, and
definitely.
It's nice to see other people out there and doing the thing. And when you see someone live, I feel like it's a lot different than just sitting, you know, alone with your phone or whatever. So that experience, I think, is a lasting one that sticks with you, and that definitely comes out in my playing. And
yeah, totally. Yeah, I feel like every band we see, we evolve like as a band. Like,
really? Yeah,
just like getting that live experience and being like, whoa, like I've never like heard something like this or felt something like that. Really, I think it comes down to feeling with us. Yeah. Because like our music, like we kind of go into it with the intention of like just really just putting love out there. I mean, like, so when we write something, like we want people to walk away feeling I don't know, better in some way, you know, like make their day better. Maybe even if it's like a darker subject, like come out of it with like a more positive perspective.
Right.
So like, I think for us, especially in like this day and age, like where, you know, you're not really, bands aren't really like tied to a genre anymore.
No.
Because it's just so expansive. So especially with like the new stuff we're writing, it's very all over the place, but the theme of like the feeling, the way you walk away from it feeling is like the same. So.
Okay. Yeah. And talking about like feeling, because I listened to your EP Glow, which was amazing, by the way. And I felt very relaxed and chill. And I kind of got this sense of like, well, because I'm from California, so I like to base everything around California, but I got like this very like chill, like California feel to it, especially with your cover art being like the beach and the sunset vibe. So would you say that like a lot of like your music or a little bit of your music comes from like that chill California place?
I would say part of it for sure. I mean, there's definitely a lot of years where I think all of us dreamed of going to California or like living in California. I feel like that's something we all...
I think of beach, when I think of California.
Me too. Me too.
Growing up here with the ocean and always going there as a kid, I don't think we could help but have it come into the thing.
Yeah, for sure. And like we live right at the ocean front, so like I take like, literally today I like took a beach walk. I go every day, so it's go to watch like the sunrise or like just go chill in the water,
Right.
So I think that like ties into it a lot too. Like,
yes, I can feel that. I can feel that in the music. And my favorite song from your EP is Hawaiian Sunset. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii and so I can picture myself in Hawaii surfing. Like I've always wanted to surf. I want to surf so bad. Like it's on my bucket list. Have any of you all been surfing before?
I'm like a C grade surfer.
Really?
I'm like a F grade surfer.
But at least you've been. How is it? Is it hard? I feel like it's kind of hard.
It's harder than you think. I mean, I think mostly like the waves here, especially because it's so choppy, like getting out there is the hardest part.
Yeah.
And once you get the hang of riding it, it's like you're good, but I feel like getting out there is like, you gotta have that arm strength.
Okay. Yeah, okay, well, maybe we can go surfing one time. Like, I'm being so serious because I've always wanted to surf.
I would seriously do it, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the movie, like, Soul Surfer, and, like, ever since then I was obsessed with, like, Bethany Hamilton and surfing, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have your EP. Yeah. I loved Hawaiian Sunset. What was your favorite song recording for the EP?
Ooh. Well, the EP is actually interesting because it was done because now the 2 singles that we just released were done all by ourselves, like in our like garage, like with our own equipment. But the EP before that was with a friend from college, and we recorded a few like I think actually 2 EPs with him before that.
He's got a horse, right?
Yeah, it's out at like a horse barn out in like Zuni, Virginia, just like middle of nowhere, and it's really chill vibes. Like if you're like getting stressed doing a take, you go out and hang with the horses or like but it was weird because it's like we did it in increments. Like we recorded part of it in like late 2017, and then like we finished another part of it in like the middle of 2018, and then David came along and then we did the drums in like really early 2019. So it was like kind of broken up over time.
Okay.
So which was nice though, because we had time to like really sit with the mixes and be like, do we like this? And then I got to redo. We both got to redo some stuff after that amount of time. But I think probably Floating, just because it's like I think that's our oldest song, and it's just like very comfortable. Like recording is kind of an uncomfortable process.
Really?
Like,
why do you say that?
Well, it's like in that situation, even that's probably the most low stress environment you could be in. And like his name is Alex Morton, who did it. He does an awesome job. If anyone needs an EP, go to him.
All right.
But it's just stressful because you've got kind of someone in the room with you, and it's really vulnerable because you're not in front of a crowd. You're like trying to do this perfect take in a situation where like everything's silent and everyone's listening to you. Especially, I feel like for me, mostly like doing the vocals is like awful when you're in a room with other people. And even like these guys, like I love them and I know they don't judge me, but like you just feel really vulnerable. So I think that's kind of why we took it to doing it ourselves, because then we can track everything and then I can go alone and like do it at like 2 a.m. if I so it's just kind of eliminates that pressure,
and that process works better for you.
Yeah, and not that we can't. I mean, we've recorded in bigger studios before. We're capable of it, but it's just I think if given a choice, we just do it ourselves.
It's also a time thing too.
And
Peace of Mind, I think, was my favorite one to do, but also like the floor tom you had like carried some ass with it, so it was like a big one, and the head was, or was it mine?
No, you used his because he had that huge floor tom.
It was awesome, but like the head was super dead, so here I am like mixing it up, right, and like you don't nail it on the first take every time, with that song, we did it a couple times, but there's a lot of floor tom in there. So, I mean, you know, I'm looking like Popeye after that. Walking around.
Right.
But it was fun. I liked that one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, congratulations, because it was an amazing EP.
Thank you.
So what do you guys like to do outside of music? Like, what are your hobbies?
I think we're all nature freaks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we all,
Like hiking and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he was a park ranger for a while.
I was. I've worn many hats. I did that.
Yeah.
Love trees and nature and stuff, and being outside is nice.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
It's nice, especially with like technology and everything so social media savvy. And I'm sure, you know, being in a band, you know about branding and how important all of that is. So it's nice to just disconnect and be with nature.
I think you kind of have to, because especially like doing everything yourself, because like for us, like we're very DIY, and I think that just kind of comes from like it's just easier that way. Like, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a little bit easier just to have like the ease of access, because whatever image we have for what we want to be or put out there, we can just do.
Right.
So but running the social media, like booking all the shows, like booking like a tour of England, you know, like things like that, they can be really stressful, especially because you feel like, since it's like, I mean, it really is a business, even though we play music because we love it, but it's one of those things where like you're kind of on the clock at all times unless you decide you're off the clock. So I think that's why nature is really helpful, because it's like,
we go camping, we set aside that time,
exactly,
right?
Shut off the phone,
right? Detox, take a minute, be one with nature. Yeah, I respect that. That's what I have to do that myself too. Like, it's a lot. You get a lot of information going at one time, and everyone's thoughts and opinions are coming at you at one time, and it's just like silence.
Yeah.
So speaking of UK, you guys went on a UK tour. How was that?
It was amazing.
It was incredible.
It was definitely an experience to be remembered.
So did you guys was it strictly like business when you went out there? Did you get to hang out a little bit?
It was pretty much mostly business.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I think next time we do any sort of tour, we're gonna make time for that relaxation, because I think we kind of worked ourselves into this illness towards the end. He got a little sick in the middle, but he recovered. And but us two got like bronchitis.
Oh yeah.
So it was after we played all the shows, but it was like coming home. It's like, okay, maybe next time we need to try to enjoy it a little.
Right. So you guys hit the ground running. So how did you hook up in the UK and get shows out there?
Well, we actually have I had a friend out there, and then we all became friends, and she ended up coming here first, and we kind of could orchestrate everything. She got to see America. Her name's Emily. She saved us in a lot of situations.
Shout out to Emily.
Yeah, shout out to Emily. But yeah, so I mean, from my end, and we'll probably work more closely with her next time in the future, it was completely DIY, because we just kind of decided like, what is something that's going to kind of get us out of our comfort zone, and kind of get us in a new environment with new people.
Right.
And so England, especially, like a lot of the music we listen to comes from there, like a lot of, and we do listen to everything, but like our music is very guitar oriented, at least for now. So like there's a lot of that going on there. So we were just like, let's just take a chance and go over there. Let's book a tour. Let's, make it happen. So we just reached out to like a lot of bands, a lot of promoters, a lot of venues, and kind of pieced it together as we went along. And then by the time we were ready to go there, we had everything like booked and ready to go. And then she was our tour manager, basically, Emily. She was able to guide us through, driving on the left side of the road, things to not say, things to not do. Things,
right.
So.
And the spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the spider story really quick. I think they'd like to hear about that.
Jim, do you want to?
Well, yeah, Jim booked the Airbnb.
Well,
it's all your fault.
No.
Yeah, we stayed in an 18th century cottage, and it was beautiful, but we didn't know that there would be so many spiders in there, and how big they were too. There was one about the size of a tarantula, and I'm not actually joking.
Yeah, no.
See,
20
now.
centimeters.
Is that in Manchester?
Yeah, it was, in Manchester. Outside of Manchester. Yeah.
Are they completely harmless, so they're just big?
Well,
I mean, I'm sure it would hurt if they bit you, but
it would hurt. But yeah, they're not like like poisonous. I mean, to an extent where you'd have to go to like a doctor.
Okay.
But it was like the first night we got in, and there was one in the bathroom, and I was just like freaked out. It was like the size, it was bigger than my palm. And that was a small one, but we didn't know that yet. And so we talked ourselves into like, okay, like it's really big, it's probably territorial, there's probably only one. So then the next time we got home from both our shows, and we were just sitting in the kitchen, like kind of editing some pictures, and we see one like literally the size of my hand, like sprinting up the wall. There's like this rock wall, so it kind of blended in. And then like David's over there trying to kill it, just trying to hide in the laundry room.
You
There's
tried to
another
kill
one.
it?
So the only weapon that I kind of created this spider thing that I was killing spiders with. But it was probably like the worst thing you could try to kill a spider with. It was a clothes hanger, right?
Oh yeah,
And
that's
so
all we had. We didn't want to use a
missing one
shoe.
of those things happened all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just smacking the wall, like people are screaming, shit is flying everywhere, like, and it was super cocky too, dude. It was not afraid.
Yeah,
like
no.
it was like standing its ground, like staring at me. Like,
Yeah.
You're lucky they don't leap, because if it would have leaped on you,
I could not.
you're dead.
oh god.
They might have. I don't know. Like,
No, see.
yeah.
British
so.
spiders.
Well, I'm glad you're safe. Welcome back to the U.S. where the spiders are kind of normal. I mean, there's still some nasty spiders out there, but like I don't think as big.
Oh no, they're tiny here.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of them anymore. At least not the American ones.
And I want to talk about your single "Law."
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Thank
I hope you all know that is an amazing single. And I also really love the music video. So do you guys want to get into the concept of that?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got Nate here. You can't see him, but he was actually originally like in the band with us and playing with us, but now he's like doing cinematography and film stuff, and so we kind of like get to work together, which is awesome.
Right.
It's amazing. So I wrote the song a long time ago, and it wasn't ready to come out. But then as soon as like the three of us got together, I was like, okay, we could do this now. And
Let's do it.
yeah. And I always kind of get like a visual. Like that's another thing I think with our music. Like we like to make stuff that like makes you visually see things. And I just kept seeing like people falling, like because the whole song's about like letting go. Like,
Yes, I got that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So just like any things holding you back, and that was like a huge thing going on in my life at that time. Like, just especially like I think the period before David joined, we were going through like a lot of struggles and like didn't really know if we'd keep up with the music. And like finally, like when he started playing with us, I just kind of let go of all expectations and things I was putting on myself that were holding me back. And so the whole song and video concept was kind of about that. But Nate was really like, he executed it amazing.
No, it was awesome. Like I loved like the aesthetics and like the pastel colors, and like there was even like a moment where you guys had like a silhouette. It's like a black and white, and you're playing your instruments, and I was just sitting there like, this is so beautiful. And I was actually jealous that I wasn't in the music video, because like you said, there are people falling back into the glitter.
Yeah.
I thought that was so amazing. And it was represented well in what you were trying to do. I got the story and I understood.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I really like that. Yeah, good job, Nate. You did that.
Oh, Nate.
So what's next for Starcoast? You guys got performances, working on another E EP.
What can we tell them and what can we not tell them, right?
Yeah, there's certain things we can't talk about.
Okay.
But, well, for now, I can say we have local shows coming up.
Okay.
So we've got a show on Saturday at Charlie's American Cafe in Norfolk. And we've got another show the following Saturday at Chicho's Backstage behind the Norva.
Okay.
That's going to be a fun party.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, it's a party.
Yeah, it's like an after show. There's this band called Built to Spill that's playing at the Norva. They're really good. They're very influential to me. But yeah, we're playing the after party of that. So that should be fun. Like we never do late night shows like that. So I'm excited for that one.
What time?
11, I think. It's like,
is that when we go on?
Yeah, I think we go on at 11.
And you're working on new music, or you can't say just yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about the music, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Soon?
Yeah. So yeah, there's a track we've been playing called Soon, and so we're recording that right now.
We test rode that in England too.
Yeah, and that went very well. So,
Okay.
But yeah, so we're just writing new music and preparing new material, and then there's some other stuff in the works for the future, but definitely plans to hit the road. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
So.
All right, looking forward to it.